I always feel so much better when I've pulled myself together, and I can do that. Hi, my name is Jock Church, and what I do for a living is I write comic strips. I've done that for 25 years, published in 11 languages, 14 nations. My comic strip is called You Can with Beekman and Jackson. We've answered real questions from real kids, and it was something of a hit. It has been, and you probably know it a different way, though. Probably not from newspapers. You probably know Beacon from Beekman's World. It's a TV show that we created about 4 years after Beekman premiered in the newspapers. We made Beekman's World. That's Paul Zaloom, who plays Beekman on TV. That's the late Mark Ritz, who played Lester the Rat. So Beekman isn't big news here anymore, anyway, but he's big news other places. Here's Paul Zaloom as Beekman, where he sold out the soccer stadium in Mexico City 3 times. Well, what's the deal with Beekman not being in the news anymore? And I think you know what the matter is already. And instead of what's the matter, why don't we take a look at what is matter? It's another question from a real kid, the real question from a real kid. It's what I've done for the last 25 years, and let's do it together this time. What is matter? You and I will crawl through this comic together. Well, so let's go. Dear Abigail, you're asking about physics. Physics. And physics is a science. It kind of shook out from philosophy. Philosophy goes back to ancient Greece, and it pretty much means the love of wisdom. The ancient Greeks were looking for ways to explain the world, nature. They were looking for explanations that did not need or relied upon myth or magic or fantasy. They were looking for ways to explain how the world worked, things that they could reduce to provable, that which is real. Physics is one of the early shakeouts. Earlier were things like astronomy that shook out of philosophy, geometry, because they were involved in explaining the world. Physics is the study of matter, and matter is stuff that is made by atoms, takes up space, and has mass. You are matter. The air around you is matter. The water you drink and the sandwich you might be eating are matter. Everything around you is matter. So to answer your question, we're going to need to look at 3 different things. We're going to need to look at atoms, space, and mass.